Everyone, it's Manga Dan again, and today is going to be about tools. Sometimes you have to retire tools because new, better tools are out there, or frames or materials or things have advanced to the point where an older tool is just no longer really viable anymore when working on bikes. Today that has to do with my original DAG, Derailleur Alignment Gauge. And it's right here. This is the original design from Park. I think there's actually one other variant of this that happened throughout the years, but it's pretty much the original. It's even called the DAG1. So what this is used for, if you're not sure, this is used to actually go into the back of the bike right where the derailleur threads in, and it allows you to align it and make sure it's straight with the rest of the bike. And that's really critically important to make sure your derailleur's properly straight with the rest of the drivetrain, allowing it to shift better. Unfortunately, my new frames have much tighter clearances around the derailleur. They're carbon frames, and there's just more built up around the dropout because of through axles and just trying to build a stronger, better derailleur. Unfortunately, this, you may not be able to see it so well, is thicker here, and this thickness is not allowing it to get close enough to the frame. Now, they actually had a version of this Derailleur alignment gauge where this is actually thinner and a little bit deeper, and that allowed it to actually work properly with modern frames. I thought about getting that version, but due to the bicycle apocalypse called, a world pandemic, I was not able to get the newer version of this. So what I've done is I've got myself a DAG3, the newest, latest, greatest version of the DAG, and let's take a peek at it. Manual, nothing fancy. And the tool itself. Now you see I've actually never opened this box up before. So this is actually literally my first impressions of this tool and see what it's like. First thing I notice, definitely has that longer, skinnier shaft. But I also noticed that this is actually now all billet aluminum. Or may not billet aluminum, but CNC'd aluminum at least. This is plastic and it has this ability to rotate out. I didn't realize that they were going to use Schrader valve stem caps, so you can actually customize this, I guess, to be whatever way you wanted it to be. And yeah, so it's oh wow, it's much lighter than DAG1 or the DAG2 that would have replaced this, that would have fit into the modern frames. That aluminum shaft saves it a ton of weight. Now, that doesn't really matter. Bending a derailleur hanger isn't really the hardest task in the world, so being aluminum is definitely a benefit because it's just a little lighter. It's going to be a little more, rust resistant. I don't want to say corrosion resistant because aluminum will corrode. Overall build quality, yeah, that's pretty nice. This slides actually. This is actually a lot nicer sliding wise than on the older one. The older one has this piece of plate metal that they bent to work. And I found these actually come out of adjustments. Sometimes you just really got to adjust them to make sure that they slide easily up and down, yet still stay in position when you need them to. This plastic bit seems to be just the right friction. Now, be curious in time if this plastic piece loosens up to the point where it's actually becoming problematic and it slides too easy. I don't see an easy way of adjusting it. Maybe there probably is, there might be something. But Park has a reputation of making sure stuff lasts a long time. Like seeing how this is built up, I can see them having a spring mechanism that puts pressure on the plate to cause it to slide friction-wise, and as it wears, it'll adjust. This also looks like it'd be pretty easy to replace and won't wear the aluminum shaft. Yeah, so sometimes you gotta replace old tools with new tools, and that's what I'm doing today. I'll be putting this into good use in a future video talking about why a new derailleur hanger still needs to be adjusted. If you like the video today, hit like and subscribe, or wherever it may be now. It looks like they moved it over here. And as I create the new video of talking about why you need to still align a new derailleur hanger, look up over here. I'll put a card. And until then, just ride.